Hello, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. It's me, Sheila Truelove. And what I would like to share with you today is a real eye opener. And I'm just trying to show my Tubies, my clients, my Teletubbies that, this day and age, it's not like back in maybe our parents and our grandparents' time. That was a time when people took marriage seriously and you could actually, I don't know, have some type of trust and have some type of commitment that people took seriously. But this day and age, thanks to the dating apps, the Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, you name it. Ashley Madison. I know she's going straight to hell. She's going straight to hell. Just go online and check out Ashley Madison. She is wrecking more households than a little bit, and she became a multi-millionaire doing it. And I keep trying to explain to my ladies of the 21st century, I know for a fact that most women, they want a husband who's going to be faithful, have integrity and loyalty, and who's devoted only to them. But you have to understand and stay in reality. No more Disney Channel, no more fairy tales, no more black love and all of this nonsense, because what they're not telling you on this black love nonsense is how these women have agreed to let these men sleep around with different women. He could sleep with her, he could have sex with her. These women have been broken. They're no longer stallions. They are broken down little horses, and they're just, it's sad. You know? I mean, and you have these females out here who are so desperate and so thirsty, they don't have any respect. They don't have any respect for the girl code. We have a girl code, just like there's a street code, and then you got the bros before hoes. It's supposed to be the girls before we stick together. But that's not the way it is. Now, I want you to observe this so you can see that I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck or from the side of my neck. Just check this out.
He was on the dance floor dancing, and I was like, damn, he getting it. So I was like, whoa, let me walk over there and see what's over here.
When you approached him and started talking to him, did he tell you that, hey, I'm married?
No, he did not.
So how soon after this meeting did you all have sex?
Soon as we got to the house, maybe a few hours later,
So you had sex with him that night?
Yes,
you met him?
we did.
At his
and
house?
It was on ever since.
Okay, wait a minute. You had sex with him that first night at his house?
Yes.
Did you sleep in his bed?
Yes.
When did you find out he was married?
When the water got cut off.
So how long have you all been in a relationship at that point?
For literally 9 months, almost a year.
Okay, but after you found out he was married, you continued in this relationship.
No, I tried to stay distant as I can, but he just kept pressing me. Just kept calling me,
So what's the nature of your relationship?
I love him. I ain't gonna lie. I do. And I understand him. I'm just gonna always be his friend. He can always call me and talk to me no matter what's going on, no matter how much, she not doing what she's supposed to do, because he is a home supporter and she do stay gone a lot.
Hold on. You can't attack his wife. That's not your space. Now, there's a girl code here. You get your own, and you leave somebody else's alone. You're beautiful. You're articulate. There's no reason why you can't go get your own man and not be sharing with anybody else. You deserve that. Miss Clinton, what are you thinking right now?
I just feel like she thinks she know me. She don't know me. everything that he told her, she thinks is real.
Tell Miss Davis what this has done to you.
To me, it made me bitter. He tells everybody all these bad things that I supposed to be doing just to have an excuse to go out and do the stuff he do. But if I was such a bad woman, he wouldn't be with me. But if, like, she in love with a man that came back to me. You know what I'm saying?
I
He
sent
came
him back to you. Tell
You
the
didn't
truth. You was in New York. I sent him home back to you to avoid all the drama, because I do care about your kids and your family. That's why I sent them back home, because if I didn't, we would have still been together right now.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Now, Mr. Quinney testified that you all have not been together sexually since March of 2017. When is the last time that you have been sexually intimate with Mr. Quinney?
So where, July?
Of 2017.
Yes.
You told this court that you had not been with any other women since you and your wife reconciled in March of 2017. And that's not true, is it? You have been with Ms. Davis since March of 2017.
Yeah. I'm a man.
Also, being a
Wait,
man
hold
is...
on. Don't drag all of us into this. Don't drag all men into this, Mr. Quinney.
Okay.
He always have an excuse for his wrongdoing. Like, I couldn't live with myself if I was the person she is. I would never deliberately try to hurt somebody or their family or make myself superior over them. And to me, he's allowing it because he's, you're interacting with her. You're with her. And then you just been with her. You just lied to me and said you haven't been. And you always say I did something.
But you're allowing him to
Thank you.
play you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And you're too smart for that, because your intellect, your heart, your woman's intuition has told you he's not doing right.
Right.
And I understand why you've done it.
No. Now, I had to pause it here when she says she's doing it because she has children. Women, stop using that as an excuse, because this day and age we have co-parenting. The child and children deserve to have both their parents, the mother and the father. That's why they came up with co-parenting. So stop using that excuse just so you could be like a crab and try to keep hanging on to this dude. Now, this judge says, I know why you're doing it, because you love him. No, she doesn't love him. She's codependent, or she has fear. All right? Because when you can't possibly love someone unless you love yourself. So in this instance, the judge is wrong. She needs to tell this woman to go find herself a codependency support group, get herself into therapy, and find a pastor or a priest or someone that she could speak to on a regular basis to help her to become more grounded. You don't sit up here and put up with abuse and then try to pretend like it's because I love this person. That's old news, which I love Judge Faith. She's like the young judge, the new judge on divorce court. Oh, honey, oh my God. She's ripping women a new one. She's letting you know. There's no way it's about love. No, it's not. It's about codependency, and it's about fear. So when you get a chance, check out a divorce court with a Judge Faith. Oh, I bought her book. I mean, her book is on back order. I'm getting mine's on November 2nd. I can hardly wait until November 2nd because I'm loving this girl. When she first started out, she was like leaning towards copying off of other people and, sugarcoating and suggesting that you stay with the dude and try to work it out. She went on vacation on her honeymoon. I don't know what happened with her husband or her honeymoon. She came back a totally different girl. So when you're talking about, it's because you love him, that's bull crap. You need to learn how to love yourself for God's sake, for the love of God. And until you have mastered loving yourself, you need to stay out of relationships. That's all I'm saying.
Did you love him? I'm in love. Hey, it's a lot of stuff I might put up with if he was doing it.
Yeah. But I did it for my kids too, because
exactly.
We still have young children. I have a 9-year-old son.
Liar.
And I felt like he needed to be in his life,
Co-parent.
Mr. Quinney, do you want to continue to be married to your wife?
Yeah, I want my marriage. I ain't talking to them, I'm talking to you.
Since you say you want your marriage to continue, are you willing to tell Miss Davis that this is over?
Well, I think you got your answer.
Hello. Okay. There you have it.
Do you want her?
Yeah. That's violence that I think I've seen on this bench. Let me ask you point blank, who do you want to walk out of this courtroom with? Miss Quinney or Miss Davis?
My wife.
Now, the question is, are you going to be able to leave her here in this courtroom? So what do you want to say to Miss Davis if that's what you're going to do?
You know, Angela, we've been, cool friends. We never had no disruptions, no fiery, nothing bad between us. But, I got to be able to stick with my family.
Ms. Davis, are you willing to stay away from him?
In order to do that, I just have to block him out of my life, even though I know that temptation is hard, and I really do want to, see him pursue his career for culinary art school and further his education, which she's not going to allow him to do.
You don't know me. So I wish you quit talking like you do.
He would have been going to school and further his education.
How?
You always got him out there go-getting.
You know everything.
I know what I see.
You know everything. You don't know nothing.
Okay.
You don't know the 16 years I've done with him.
That
we
don't have
longevity, baby.
That don't
you
have
can
nothing
never
to
add
do
up to what I got with him. You can never
Girl,
add
that
up.
don't have
You're a
nothing to do
miserable.
with
You ain't trained well, and you need to go get your education while you work on education.
Ladies,
because you can't help
ladies,
him. You can't help him.
Miss Quinney.
Baby, I'm a hairstylist.
Miss Quinney.
Can you imagine a wife sitting up here actually fighting for some piece of garbage bum nigga like this? And you saw how when they asked him, are you prepared to leave this other broad alone? He's not prepared to really do that. You see how long it took him to answer, are you going to leave this? He's never going to leave that broad alone. And like she says, he's too much temptation. She's going to block him and whatever. All he has to do is pop up at her door, and there goes her legs flying open, and no doubt her wallet. These women these days are trifling. And that wife, she's disgusting. Women like her are the types that are messing up the quality of life for all women. This is the reason why dudes keep doing what they're doing. I keep saying this, and I'm going to reiterate it. I'm going to keep on saying it so I can inculcate this into these women's head. When there's no consequences for bad behavior, there's no reason for these dudes to stop doing it. Anytime a man puts his hand on you or cheat on you, that should be the last time. And stop using that excuse about the children, because children coming from a home where parents are arguing and bickering and they're stressed, that's not a good environment for the children to be in anyway. The children are better off with co-parenting parents where when I'm with mom, we're happy as all get out. When I'm with my dad, we're happy as a pig in slop. I still have my mom and my dad, and there is such a thing this day and age called video chat. Anytime I want my dad, I just press a button, and there him and I are. We're connecting, we're talking, we're looking at each other, laughing together, and all of the above. So women, stop using that excuse. Just so you can say, look at me, I got a man. You don't have a man. First of all, he's a boy, because men have self-control. Men are no longer impulsive like when we're children. You don't have a man. And stop making a man the be-all to end-all in order for you to feel like you're worth something. This is craziness to Sheila Truelove. I don't understand any of this. This is redonkulous. I couldn't come up with a better word, tubes. My tubies and my teletubbies.
All right. You are here ready to tell this court that this is the last time you're going to look and see Mr. Quinney.
Yep. It's the last time.
Yeah, right. No, it's not.
Marriages should not be thrown away, even when they look like garbage. You talk about living together, That's not enough for a marriage. You have to abide together. You're making her first. You're making him first. You're making.
Furthermore, here we go. I had to cut her off, this judge, because she's an idiot. But then look at the way she looks. She has to try to hang on to whatever she can hang on to. No, she's talking about marriages are not supposed to be thrown away. Listen, honey, anytime God has not put something together, it needs to be thrown right in the garbage can where it belongs. The Bible clearly says, what God has put together, let no one put apart or put asunder. Satan, the devil, is putting a lot of this stuff together. It has nothing to do with what God has put together. So she needs to kill that noise. Why do you think in the Bible it says anyone who commits adultery, you have the right, you have the grounds for what? To stay together? No. It says to divorce. Even God knows that when somebody is cheating on you, they don't really love you or care anything about you. Not genuinely. Not genuinely. So don't let this judge brainwash you or listen to what she's talking about because I love somebody. She's talking like that because when you take a look at what she looks like, there ain't a whole lot of men lining up for her. Trust me when I tell you. But for any woman who has any self-dignity and any self-love, she's never going to put up with this type of behavior because she realizes that God didn't put this together. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. Majority of these marriages today were put together by Satan the devil. That's why the divorce rate went from 50% to 66%. And the separation rate, how high is that? God is definitely not putting these things together. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you because I'm hoping that it will prove to be a wake-up call for you and to also demonstrate and to show you, I want you to see it with your own two eyes. What I am saying to you, I'm not trying to be bitter. I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm not trying to be a hater. It's because I love you so much that I want you to protect yourself. You don't need to be with these narcissistic demons. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love, truly loving you always. Until next time, my darlings, goodbye for now. Don't forget, you always have a choice. Please, please, please choose wisely.